What's up, nerds? Tony over here, Jerry over there. We are them nerds, and we are here to talk to you today about the breaking news that Gina Carano, former MMA star, and Cara Dune on The Mandalorian, at least seasons 1 and 2, has been relieved of duty. She is no longer employed by Lucasfilm. Little background on the situation. Gina Carano is a very outspoken conservative who has drawn the ire of the fairly tolerant and diverse Star Wars fandom. That doesn't even sound right.
No.
The Star Wars fandom is not tolerant of each other, but they are in general mostly like pretty normal human beings. I don't know if that's even true, but anyway.
You cannot expect that your mouth isn't going to get you in trouble when the whole series is about people having things awoke inside them.
True.
You've got a whole bunch of woke people and they are not putting up with your stuff.
That's right. So Ms. Carano, in her previous commentary on the internet, has drawn the ire of many a fan. But apparently, her last tweet was a bridge too far. In the tweet, she compared being a conservative in Hollywood to being a Jew in the Holocaust.
Yeah, something tells me that's not your craft services experiences don't quite add up. I mean, the woman is horrible. I mean, and let's just say that I didn't even know about this comment. I've seen your acting. You were horrible before this.
True. So
I've been saying she should have been fired since the first season. I never saw one good thing about her. I have described her acting as, and I quote myself by saying, she looks like she is trying to force out a turd while giving her dialogue.
And I can vouch for that as one of Jerry's regular comments regarding Ms. Carano, as I have heard it in the last hour, in fact.
Now she just chooses to force out those turds on Twitter and get herself fired. So.
Right. Yes. Well, here's the deal. Not to get into a grand political discussion or debate, but when you're employed by a publicly traded company and you make commentary about something so, touchy as the Holocaust, you should expect that you're going to be under a bit of a microscope.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, it is what it is. She's done. She's gone from the show. So now, being that we are not a politics or Hollywood news sort of show, but a show about nerdy things, let's talk about what happens in The Mandalorian from here on out. Do they recast? Do they ignore she ever existed? Or do they write her off somehow? Or do they kill her off? What would you do if you were Dave Filoni and the crew over there at Disney making these decisions?
I would just have the Mandalorian speaking through his intercom to Cara and be like, move that tank over there, and then just see a puff of smoke. And then they go on.
Okay. Why not?
I don't think that we need to. I don't think the character brought anything to the show. That's the whole point of, I thought it was awesome, that they branched out and that, you're giving these women empowerment roles. And I think that's all awesome. But sometimes you also have to say does the quality of the actor matter? And she was not a good actress. And I'm not just saying in this, I've seen her in that, what's that movie called?
Expendables.
And you know what?
Yeah.
She lived up to it.
Right.
She was expendable. It was horrible. I mean,
I'm going to have to disagree with you about her presence on the show. I agree that she's not a great actress.
She took up a large portion of the screen. She had a presence.
Right. I'm not going to say that to her face, though, because she could kick my ass.
You could tweet about it and get fired first.
True. So I'm gonna disagree with you about the value of her on the show, and mostly because she acts as a plot device. I actually really like the backstory that she has, where she was a rebel jump trooper, and she saw a lot of really bad things, and now she's trying to kind of wrap her head around how she still can exist in the galaxy and this and that and the other. So I mourn the loss of the character, not the actress, but I liked her character. So here's what I would do. I would kill her off for sure. But I would kill her off I would do it, off screen. And now that we know that Mando is sort of adrift, right? At the end of season 2, of course, spoilers if you haven't finished watching Mando season 2 for whatever reason. Luke Skywalker takes Grogu and takes him away to go train him in the ways of the Force. And so Mando is just sort of doing his own thing, right? We see Fennec Shand has gone off to Tatooine with Boba Fett. They're doing their own thing. We assume that the Mandalorian himself, Din Djarin, is going to be involved in something that has to do with Mandalore and the throne of Mandalore, because he has the Darksaber, and Katie Sackhoff looked at him like she wanted to stab him, and the whole thing. I would not be surprised to see a little side quest episode, and this is how I would do it, where Greef Karga, played by the incomparable Carl Weathers, gets a hold of Mando and says, "Hey, I know you're out there chasing green babies and looking for black lightsabers, but we have a problem here, and I need you to come back." And I could see him going there, back to the planet that he met them on initially, which the name escapes me, but and Greef kind of breaks the news to him like, "Hey, these people, whoever they were, came through. They took her out, and we need your help," right? And then you could have it transition to him kind of like getting somebody else on the job. That's how I would do it. I mean, there's, I'm sure he knows someone who could do the job.
They could do a whole episode where the hologram comes up that she has a bounty on her, and he doesn't get there in time. And all you just see is her bloody armor, and you don't ever see whether or not she actually was killed or she wasn't killed. She's just gone.
Yeah.
I just think at the end of the day, it's not a loss. Like you said, maybe the character, maybe I'm just not into the Twilight version of acting that she put off on screen. But it doesn't bother me that she's gone.
Well, the other sort of hiccup with her departure is there had been a lot of rumors, and of course these are all just rumors, that she was going to play a pivotal role in the upcoming series Rangers of the New Republic. Now that's all just kind of an assumption, but if she was set to play a major role in that show, then that's going to have to do some changes in planning and some rewrites there as well.
Yeah, or just make a new Ranger up.
Right. Yeah.
I
mean, how many Power Rangers did we have?
I think people thought she was awesome. Don't get me wrong. Like the people probably enjoyed the aspect, or maybe they enjoyed her acting. I don't know, but I don't know whether or not over the course of the 2 season 4 episodes she was in, anybody built a real bond to her. I mean, she wasn't Baby Yoda.
Right. Yeah. She was not. I don't think she was anybody's like favorite character. I mean, I'm sure she was somebody's favorite character out there in the world, but I feel like this is an easy enough Band-Aid to put on and just kind of make it work from here on out.
She's a favorite character for sure of everybody who has not bothered to watch Mandalorian. They love her. They're like, my God. They never seen the show though. They don't know anything about it. But she tickles them just like Kid Rock and Toby Keith. Just, it's amazing.
What would be great is if her character ended up being killed off by some sort of tribe that wears like buffalo hats and face paint.
They replaced her with Toby Keith.
Oh my God.
He just comes out, American Girls.
Oh.
We put a boot in your ass. Like I said,
whiskey for my men, beer for my banthas.
A lot of people with questionable opinions.
True.
There's a lot of people out there with questionable opinions that if they can act, I can get past it.
Well, I think that people need to think about it in terms of, there's going to be a lot of outrage from conservatives saying, oh, she has freedom of speech. But I think it's important to recognize that freedom of speech does not equate to freedom from consequences.
Yeah.
At my day job, if I walked around telling people, that, oh, we're out of donuts in the break room. This is as bad as the Holocaust.
Yeah, right.
I would get fired.
Yeah, there's consequences to that. And then when the best part about woke people is they always give you the ability to go ahead and just own up to the fact that maybe what you said was stupid, but she doubled down. So when you double down, guess what?
Right.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yes.
She won unemployment checks. She is now eligible for that $600 check we're all waiting for. So good for you, Cara or Gina.
She's waiting for that stimmy.
Yeah.
Where my stimmy at? All right. That's the breaking news of today. What do you think, nerds? Put it in the comments. Let us know. Is this a big loss? Was Disney right in getting rid of her? What do you think about this situation? How do you foresee them dealing with this on screen in season 3 of The Mandalorian? Let us know. Thanks for joining us today. Be good. Be good to each other.
Hey, nerdy.
Later.